Shall we go to Desmond?
Let's go to Desmond right now because he's been standing by for some time now. Desmond, good morning. Happy Friday.
Good morning, Arnold. Good morning, Yasmin.
Hello, my friend.
You know, World Bicycle Day is a big deal to people like us because we don't do it very often. But to you, is it something you celebrate? Yeah, or is it something you celebrate every day?
You know, it's like the Queen song. I look out at the rain today and just want to ride my bicycle. But, you know, we're practical. We've got jobs. You know, we're dads. I'm a surgeon, shoulder surgeon. I patch up a lot of cyclists.
Oh dear.
I've got a full day patching up cyclists.
Oh no.
So
Do you know some of these people? Because, you know, they...
I know them. It's terrible.
Wow.
Well, yeah, they call us at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, because that's when they're out on the road. And then you know, on days like this, they say, "Doc, I goofed up." And then, you know, so we're always ready to go.
And it's actually quite dangerous as well. I think we should call you Dr. Ong. It's actually quite dangerous as well when you go out on a road bike. Those with the very skinny wheels when it's wet, right?
Yes, that's me.
That's you. Okay.
You go on motorcycle speed, you wear the equivalent of underwear, which is lycra, and then you crash with a little styrofoam box on your head. But well, most cyclists tend to, I think we know how to stay safe, so that's not too bad.
Okay. At least you've got something on your head. There's some people who, you know, don't really like to wear the little helmets.
Yes.
So, Dr. Ong, then, on a day like this, when you don't want to use the road bike and you want to be a little safer, what do you switch to? I'm sure somebody like you has multiple bicycles in your garage.
This is addictive as well, right? Isn't it?
It is. Okay, so gear buying is addictive, but I tend to stick to one bicycle. But on days like this, then I have it on my trailer at home, so I do a quick spin session. That keeps me, the adrenaline going. It allows me to still stay fresh enough for my surgeries and things. So that's a compromise.
Right. So you kind of like do the gym cycle within your garage, something like that. Okay.
Something like that, Arnold.
We know that biking, cycling became very popular over the past 2 years.
Yes.
And I don't know. I know some people have kind of dropped out. They found time to do other things, or they find it too time consuming now. But among your cycling groups, your friends who cycled, are they still going strong? Are you still going strong?
Oh, I think we're still going strong. It's a difficult habit to kick. If you think about it, it's all about mental wellness. And that's something that we really needed during COVID.
Yep.
You couldn't go to work. You couldn't see your colleagues. You couldn't get together for any activity. Short of maybe cycling, you know, you could be mask-free. There's some resemblance of normality.
Yes. I remember now why I was doing it as well, because of that sense of freedom and the wind in your face without having to wear a mask.
Without having to wear a mask.
Yes, okay. Fantastic.
So why don't we go to your favorite cycling routes, or the best ones here in Singapore? Do you have sort of 3 or 4 for us to know?
Well, okay, yes, pretty Singapore small, and they're about maybe 4 or 5. If you look at the island, and if you take Mandai Road down the zoo that stretches, something that goes down the center of the island, then we either go left on the left side of the coast towards Tuas, Lim Chu Kang, Kranji. You know, you visit the old kampongs, or you go towards the east. Along the beach, like what Arnold used to do with his son Mark on Tanah Merah Coastal Road,
absolutely.
Long stretch. Then for some of us who like to climb hills, yes,
Not me.
we do have hills.
Yeah.
Yes. So Sentosa's great. Sentosa, if you go on a weekend, you find that traffic's not too light in the morning. And you see a lot of cyclists going up and down, doing loops. The other hills that's popular would be the southern regions. So people would go anywhere, South Buona Vista Road, Pepes Hill.
Yeah.
If you're not a cyclist, you probably don't know Pepes Hill. It leads to Bukit Chandu.
Bukit Chandu, that's right. It's
That's
a nice museum there.
place. Nice museum.
Why is it
Don't
horrible?
walk
Is it very steep, is it?
It is quite steep. I brought my kids to Bukit Chandu. I said, Dad cycles here regularly. And they're like, Dad, you crazy.
It is very steep indeed. So I wouldn't go there if I were a beginner. Of all
No,
the
you
routes that you
shouldn't.
mentioned, which are the best for beginners?
But I suppose for beginners, the East Coast is nice. the East Coast is nice because there are lots of rest stops. You don't have to be on the road. I mean, for us, we like the road, we like the speed. But if you're out there with family, with friends, on a nice day with the sea breeze,
Yep.
it's a nice spot. It's a nice place.
Stick to the tracks.
Yes, stick to the track. It's how a lot of us started cycling.
Right.
So it brings back fond memories, secondary school days, renting a bike.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah. Dr. Ong, I want to ask you about this whole, if you like, progress in terms of connectivity. I mean, you've cycled for many years now. Have you actually noticed a real tangible difference in the sense that you can really connect from one, if you like, route to another seamlessly without too much difficulty these days?
There's been so much progress. I mean, if we just look at the town infrastructure in the housing estates, now we have dedicated bicycle paths. So we're not sharing the road, and we're not threatening to run some of these poor pedestrians, some of these uncles and aunties going about with their marketing. And then what used to be the issue was when you had to connect between towns.
Yep.
You end up with a long road that you need to cross, no safe way of crossing. And I think LT has done a lot in the last couple of years trying to connect up. And then we even have very nice bridges that cross the CTE and things. And I think it's amazing that what we've done in a short period of time.
And has there been progress in the way motorists treat cyclists and the relationship between the two?
It's a bit of
work in progress, I would say.
Yes, there's a bit of a love-hate relationship. I think we both, I mean, I drive, I cycle, so we've all been there, and I think it's a bit of mindfulness that you are sharing the road with someone else. Like I try and avoid rush hour traffic. It's no fun when the queue to the gate of the school is like 2 kilometers long, and you've got a cyclist trying to squeeze through.
That's true. It's
So
true.
you want to cycle, but you be smart about timing and such. And of course, we know you've mentioned at the start of this chat that your speciality is actually shoulder surgery. Is there a connection between shoulder pain and cycling?
Lots of it. Well, especially for the road cyclists.
You're hunched over.
You're hunched over, and just holding on to the handlebar in a comfortable position, you're taking about 40% of the weight of your body on the bike.
Okay.
And you're in that position for a couple of hours and you don't move. So that's challenging. Yes. It's not much different from being at a desk and not moving,
That's true.
hunch over a computer.
Okay.
Yes.
So you gotta make sure you strengthen your shoulders as well. Don't neglect it. Give it a bit of a stretch every time as well.
Yes,
Okay.
and then progress slowly in the journey to be a cyclist, and
Right.
that allows the body time to build up.
Okay.
Yes, then you enjoy it a bit more.
Very sound advice. Dr. Ong, we got to run, unfortunately. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Arnold. Thanks, Yasmin.
Ride safe.
Enjoy
Ride safe.
World
Bye.
Bicycle Day. It's Desmond Ong, avid cyclist and surgeon as well.